Thomas says, seeing is believing. We've probably said that ourselves countless times. But is it really so? For us, believing brings us to an encounter with Jesus, to see the Lord. That's been the experience of people who have lived long lives over the years as disciples of Jesus. Believing is seeing, coming to know the Lord risen better and better, deeper and deeper, as he takes over the way we think and the way we act. But for people who are not believers in the risen Christ, seeing is believing. And what do non-believers need to see? Us, the believing community. That's what all these readings were about today. This is the octave day of Easter. This is the day when we don't finish celebrating Easter. We've got weeks and weeks of that ahead of us till Pentecost. But it's the day when we bring to conclusion the actual Easter celebration that we began at the vigil last week. We are the community of disciples. We are the believers. It doesn't mean we don't have doubts, but the very fact that we are here shows that we believe despite the doubts and questions which may arise in our lives and in our minds. The first reading told us that many were being baptized into the risen Christ because they saw the way the disciples of Jesus were living. They saw their behavior, and they encountered Christ risen in the community. Not a vision of Christ, but the embodiment of Christ in the believing community, what we call today the church. And that's still the way most people come to Christ. Believe me, most people are not encountering the risen Christ through the preaching of the clergy. I can guarantee that. They are coming to Christ through us, the believing community. The way we live as a community, the way we take care of others, the way we break bread together, Sunday after Sunday after Sunday, the way we live a life of prayer, the way we put our fingers into the wounds of Christ by caring for the needs of others. This is the proof that people need that Christ is risen. And actually, it's the only proof that people are going to see the risen Christ in. This, us, the community. So I think at this point in the Easter celebration, we should be filled with joy because of what has been given to us and what we have been charged to give to others. But what a responsibility. What a glorious life together. As the second reading said, we are receiving the outcome of our faith, the salvation of our souls. It's a process in which we are involved in because it has been given to us by the risen Lord. So Easter is a time for Christians to live it up. It's also a time to share all around what we have received. Hallelujah.